You guys were close proximity-wise to them in Texas, and you went to check things out because they just disappeared, right? Mm-hmm. And when you went to check it out, what did you find?
Oh, it was so nasty on the inside. I remember they had moved out of the brick house and they had put a double wide on the property. So they actually had 2 homes on that property in Rio Vista.
One they had trashed and,
Mm-hmm.
and the other
they had trashed the brick house so bad that they couldn't live in it. They had pulled carpet out of it. The living room area had newspapers and animal cages and just filth. The carpet was ripped up. It was plywood that was covered in filth. There was trash everywhere. Bedrooms set up like barracks with bunk beds. My dad said he remembers seeing locks on cabinets and on doors and on closets.
the refrigerator.
Padlocks on the refrigerator. There was ropes
on
the
beds.
When you say ropes on the bed, tell me what you mean.
Tied it like the head or footboard, and I had no idea what I was looking at. I was like, wow, I wouldn't let my child play with ropes on their bed. I would be afraid they'd hurt themselves. That's how naive I was to what I was seeing. Who would think? You're right.
That your mind doesn't go there, right?
You don't want to think the worst.
You want your neighbors to be good people. You don't think that they're over there abusing their children.
Did you ever see any of the children trying to get away from the house?
I did, yes.
What did you see?
I saw what I believe was Jennifer coming out of the woods and coming up the road towards where I would be taking the children to school, and a lady coming the other way stopped and picked her up as I was going. And that's where, from the neighbors, I was told that she had been asking, how do I get a job? How do I get a car? How do I get an apartment? And so the lady started asking her questions in return, like, what's your name? She didn't want to give her name. Do you know your birthday or how old you are? And she didn't know her birthday, and I don't think she knew how old she was. And did she know who the president was? And the answer was no to that. And we were told at that time that the police had been involved and that CPS had been involved, and this was just hearsay from a neighbor.